Good morning children. Welcome to today's EVS class. Today's class will continue learning about air and breathing. We are learning block 18 air and breathing. So the previous classes we learned about how important is air. Air, without air it is not possible for any living thing to survive on the earth. And also we learned that certain things are making the air unclean, like dust particles, germs, and also the smoke. Even you understood that from where the smoke is coming, from where the germs are coming and getting mixed, and also from where the dust particles are coming and mixing in the air and making it unclean. So now today's class we will further learn, if suppose we are breathing unclean air, what will happen to us. So when we are breathing the unclean air, you all know that breathing has two parts, right? No children, breathing in and breathing out. Definitely we have to take in air so that only various systems or all the parts of our body will work. So if suppose the air you breathe is going to be unclean, it is mixed with smoke, some gases, unwanted gases, and also dust particles, what will happen to it? That's what we are going to learn. So for this learning only you had a story. Remember the Briju? Do you remember the Briju stories, children? So what did we learn about Briju? He is a man who was living in a village. He comes to the city and he got a job in a factory where they are burning the coal. I told you coal will be a black color wooden thing which they will burn to produce electricity, burn to get the energy and make different things in a factory. So because when they burn that coal, lot of smoke will come. So what happens to Briju? Always he is breathing the unclean air in this factory. Slowly he is getting eye burn, he is getting cough, he is getting headache and slowly breathing difficulties and he is falling sick. Not only Briju, this happens to anyone who is breathing the unclean air. See today's keywords: headache, breathing problems, lungs, and also one more carpool is there, that's we learn the next part of the lesson. So now when you are breathing the unclean air, so how it is going to affect us? You will be getting headache, eye burn, and also slowly your lung. In your textbook you have a clear picture of the lung if it is getting the infection. So the lungs will unable to bear this much of dust particles and unclean air, so that it will get infected and you will be facing lot of lung problems, that is the breathing problems. You will not be able to breathe properly. You might have felt when you are getting a severe cold cough, how much hard it is for you to breathe properly that time. Nose is stuffy and you feel some heaviness and all. So these all problems may lead to some other various diseases also. Permanently coughing, permanently, so many other diseases are there. So it is a very dangerous issue. So what happens actually? So when you are breathing that unclean air, so that unclean air goes inside to the lungs and it is infecting the lungs and lungs becomes weak and you can't able to breathe the air. When you are unable to breathe properly, then again so many other problems are going to get. We may fall sick. See how important and how serious issue it is, unclean air. So now today we will see in the textbook. Once you open your textbook, you will be able to see the picture of the lungs and how it will be. See here children, your textbook page number 114, you can see the various problems people will get and also the lungs, how it has become infected due to this problem. So now not only this children, one more problem also arises. So in a particular surrounding, so much of pollution is there, air pollution. So there suddenly if rains, so the rain water also will mix with all this dust, all this, and that rain is also called as an acid rain, which you will learn when you go to high schools. That is very dangerous for the plants and animals. Yes, rain is very good. No, rain is only very important. But suppose the rain falls in a highly polluted place, even that rain can become not good. It can become unhealthy for the plants and the plants may die because of that water which is mixed with this all dust particles, dangerous gases and all. See how harmful is the unclean air. Even it can make the rain also sometimes bad for the animals and plants and also the human being. So it is our duty to keep the air clean. So now you know that unclean air nobody wants. So how can we keep the air clean, children? So we learned through the Biju story, and it can happen like Biju, any one of us also can get this problem. So that we have to be very, very careful. So how can we keep the air clean, children? So we can keep the air clean. First thing is, as I told you, we will give out carbon dioxide, and that is taken by the plants. So plants always it is cleaning the air, it is purifying the air. So we need to plant more trees. So that is the very important thing. Plant more trees. And that carpool, do carpooling. When you all are living together in a community, never we should plan to come to school or anywhere when we are going. We have to go, so that each and 5 people are going together in one car. Instead of that, if they go by 5 cars, so much of smoke will be given, and that will be polluting. And also use public transport like bus, train, and all. When we use, a bus can carry hundreds of people. Instead of that, if you take 100 bikes, that is going to pollute the environment. So if the train can carry thousands of people, instead of that, each one of us want to go by car to different cities, that is also going to pollute. So always we have to use the public transport like buses and cars. And then do not burn garbage is dangerous, children. Never we should burn the garbage, never we should burn the plastic, so that also will produce the smoke and it will pollute the air. And whenever you are having any cough or cold, you have to close your mouth and sneeze, like mask we have to wear, so that others will not get the infected. And we have to keep our toilets clean, our home clean, surrounding clean, and using the paints and sprays there, children, room spray, and that is also not good. Do not use that spraying, paints, all this pouring anywhere is dangerous. They may also pollute the air. This is all we have to reduce. So certain things, and also if nearby distance you can go by walk. You can go by walk instead of asking your parents to drop by vehicle. So you have less use of the vehicles, and you have to save the electricity because as I told you, to produce electricity they burn lot of coal, so that again and again smoke is going to get mixed and the air is going to get polluted. So save electricity is also one of the important point to be, so that avoid using spray, paints and all, throwing here and there. Save electricity so that the coal will not be burnt, and so that the smoke won't be given out. So when we are following all this, we can save see here, children, ways to keep air clean. 115 you can see planting more trees picture. You can see using bicycles, what I said, even bicycle or walk you can go, so that no smoke is going to be given. And also carpooling, when you are going together, when you are going somewhere, so that is also going to help. The less usage of, even see, petrol will be saved. 10 vehicles using petrol means how much vehicle? So for that also so much energy is used, so much smoke will be given by the different factories. So that all can be reduced. And also always we have to reuse the things properly. Do not waste anything, because to manufacture everything they use lot of energy, and that is why the smoke, dust particles, everything will be spreading. So these all when we follow, we can save the go by walk or use bicycle. Also one point to remember to keep the air clean. Let us see what is given in the worksheet, children. So take open page number 12 in your workbook. Effects of unclean air. So what happens when we breathe the unclean air? Please write the date as usual. First question, color the part of the body which will get affected most if we breathe dirty air. So here which part will get mostly affected when we breathe the dirty air? Very good. Color the lungs. What happens to this part when we breathe dirty air? What happens to the lungs when we breathe the dirty air? Yeah, you have to learn the spellings for the headache, these all words. So what happens to the S2, I am talking of S3, sorry, date you write. First question. What happens to this part when we breathe dirty air? Lungs get infected or get affected, and we may get breathing problems. You You can add a headache, so many, even eye burn, you can add up that. The news showed that on the day after Diwali, the air was very polluted. What could happen as a result of breathing this dirty air? So they're burning the crackers. So much of crackers when we burn also, so much smoke is given. So what can be done to, what will happen when you breathe? What could happen as a result of breathing this air? We will fall sick, get breathing diseases, you can add up. Third question, what will happen to plants and animals if there is rainfall when the air is highly polluted? Plants and animals may die due to the polluted rainfall. The polluted rainfall will have lot of acids with it, so that may kill the plants and animals also. This you can add up. We may fall sick, we may get breathing problems on your own. You can think and complete that. Now S4 children, keeping the air clean. Did you are tried? See look at the pictures below and see how they are helping in keeping the air clean. So first question, see everybody is doing one. First picture, she is planting trees. Second one, what are they doing? You see. They are going by walk. Nearby place, they are going by walk. Third one, they are doing the carpooling. Fourth one, the children are going by bicycle. Third one, see, they are saving the electricity. Fourth one, which is last one, he is using the public transport. What all points we discussed, it is there. A1, first question, why do we need to keep the air clean? I think you can do it on your own. We have to keep the air clean because we all need air for breathing. C here, B question. Riya, Siddhi, Rahul and Karim are friends. What can they do to keep the air clean? What they can do? They can plant more trees. They can do carpooling. They can use bicycle. So that is up to you. You can think and write on your own. Who can't write, they can see and they can write from the textbook also. So S4, write the date. First one, A, I said. Why do we need to keep the air clean? Because we need air for breathing. So without breathing we can't live. We need air for breathing. Second question, they can do carpooling. They can carpooling, use bicycles and plant more trees. Think, you can do on your own this one. What message does the picture give us? How does this help keep the air clean? See here, the girl is using a handkerchief and why she is doing that? Now we are using the mask, you all know that, how it is going to protect. So you think and do this question on your own. What message does this? Always close your mouth with a handkerchief while sneezing or coughing, so that the germs will not spread to the other person. So that germs will not spread. What the message it is given? Use handkerchief or mask so that germs will not spread. I think you can do this on your own. So now, as you shall read the textbook, learn the hard words, and then you will complete one question I gave to you. You complete this on your own. And one more thing, write some 5 or 6 points to stop the air pollution or how to keep the air clean, and you nicely draw pictures and send me the draw the nicely color it and send me the picture, children. So completing S3, S4, reading textbook, and then drawing how to keep the air clean, and then you send the pics to me, children. Let us meet in the next class. Bye bye, children.